will place a restriction on government officials from sending their children to private schools and using private hospitals is set for transmission to the National Assembly for legislative action. The private bill, sponsored by the presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress in the 2023 election, Dumebi Kachikwu, proposes that public officials shall patronize public education system for the education of their children at nursery, primary, secondary, and first-degree university levels. And Kachikwu is with us in the studio. Thank you so much for joining us. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me once again.
Yes. So first off, let's establish what exactly the objective of the bill is.
Okay, it's very simple. The Nigerian Patriot Act is a bill that speaks to equity, justice, equality, and fairness. It's a bill that says in the marriage between government and the citizenry, for better or for worse, we're all in this together. It simply states that if you desire to be in public office, if you want to rule Nigerians, that you must share in the same privileges all Nigerian masses share in. So what's good, we'll share in the good things and we'll share in bad things. If there's no water, all of us will stay without water. If there's no light, we'll all stay without light. If there are no good roads, we'll all use the bad roads. If there are no good schools, all our kids will go to those schools. That's what the bill simply states. So anybody who desires to be in public office, civil servants, your kids must use public schools. You must use public hospitals. You cannot have armed security in your houses. You have to travel by road so that you get to see our good roads and our good scenery. And also, you cannot have boreholes or generators in your houses. You have to do with what the generality of Nigerians are doing with. What I'm trying to do right now is to get critical mass behind this bill, get Nigerians as a whole behind this bill, so that by the time we get to National Assembly, seeing that Nigerians pushed Labour Party members there, I expect that Labour Party members who are in National Assembly, that they will all rally behind this bill, because they seem to be the party for most Nigerians, and this bill speaks to the problems of most Nigerians. So I am looking up to Labour Party members in National Assembly that they will wholeheartedly adopt this bill. But first of all, I'm using the media, so I'm here tonight. I'm using the media to sensitize Nigerians that this bill is about equity. It's about us sharing equally in all our problems in Nigeria, and they should stand behind this bill, and let's make sure that when it gets there, this bill passes. This bill is not only for public and civil servants, it also affects private individuals, people like me. If you operate or run a company that its operating license derived from government, such as an oil mining lease, broadcasting such as Arise, Rootstv, and other individuals whose business operates on a license that not everyone can get, a few individuals, it also means that the directors in those companies are affected. Let me tell you what will happen.
What way? Yeah.
It means that they must also use public facilities. What happens is that I've been in this town for 3 decades, and what I've realized is that everyone, the top 1%, they are all friends. They can solve the problems of Nigeria if they are all affected by the problems of Nigeria. But you only solve that which affects you. If you remember COVID, when you saw people in Banana Island sharing foodstuff for the poor because they felt they were going to come and eat them very soon. So it affected them, and they started doing something about it. That's what will happen when people realize that their kids go to a school that has poor infrastructure, has no windows, no seats. They will make sure it works. Can you imagine what happened in Kaduna, in the school in Kaduna where those kids were kidnapped? Can you imagine it happening in a school where the children of the rich and privileged are? It's impossible. If you look at most private schools, they have armed guards in all those schools, right? I propose that the bill will be in place for 16 years, a time that I hope that if we all assiduously work towards getting our country fixed, our country will be much better, and then we can then repeal this bill